Hey everybody, how you doing? Mikey's back. A little something different today. Uh, I was in Mini Mart a week or two ago. Saw something on the shelf that got my curiosity. Oh, what's that? And it was Grizzly Nicotine Pouches. I had not encountered these before. They've recently just shown up in the area. I normally don't do nicotine pouches, but it said Grizzly. It got my curiosity up, so I bought a couple. I got the spearmint, and I've already reviewed the peppermint. It's on one of the prior reviews. These are 7 milligram nicotine pouches. There are 20 pouches per container. Made by the U.S. Snuff Company. The weight is 0.29 ounces. Made in Clarksville, Tennessee. Sale only allowed in the United States, and they are artificially flavored. So no natural spearmint flavor here. Product does contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. I'm glad the government's here to tell us this stuff. Who would have figured? And QR code on the back. You can scan it, go to their website. They are sponsoring a NASCAR driver for this season because nicotine pouches are not regulated. So you will see a Grizzly logo on a NASCAR racer. Number 10, Ty Dillon. He's starting in the top 10 at Daytona. He had a really good run during the dual session the other day. So good driver, fast car. So I'm expecting to see some good action out of him on Sunday, unless, of course, he crashes. Yeah. I don't know when this video is going to hit. The Daytona 500 might be over by the time you are watching this. If so, go back and check out his car. It'll have that logo on the front. Angry Bear. As well as the side. They are doing giveaways and stuff like that, contests on their X account and Instagram. Maybe it's just Instagram, yeah. So if you're into entering competitions for things, go for it. Let me get this bad boy open. Now, some people say, well, I read, that these are rebranded Velo brand nicotine pouches. I don't know. I've never had Velo nicotine pouches. Woo! Spearminty. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Nice strong spearmint. Nice white pillowy clouds of nicotine salts and fillers. Usually like a cellulose powder, paper powder, just to give it some bulk. But these pouches are small and they are thin and they are bone dry. That's what you're looking at. Itty bitty little guys. So if you want something low profile, I guess nicotine pouches are the way to go. They are super thin. Not much to them. And these are dry nicotine pouches. These are no moisture on these guys whatsoever. Ooh, ooh. A little bit of burn. Oh, nice burn. Dang. Was not expecting that. I don't have much experience in nicotine pouches, so I don't know if the burn is something normal. Probably is, due to the nicotine salts coming in direct contact with your gums and just immediately. And from what I understand, the nicotine on these things hits somewhat fast. It's a short burst, which is probably why they gave you 20 of them. You get your hit of nicotine in the first few 5-10 minutes, and then after that, yeah, it's kind of not much left after that, from what I've read. I may be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, the nicotine pouches are definitely taking over the market. A lot of guys like them because they are tobacco-free. So if they're on a tobacco-free facility, they can use this to circumvent the rules. Yeah, and they're nice, low profile. Unless people watch you put one in, they're not going to know it with these guys. These are very small. Yeah, it's just sitting right there. Flavor, definitely spearminty. It does say it's artificially flavored, so it's not a natural spearmint. It's artificial spearmint. Artificial nicotine, artificial spearmint. It's an artificial product. But it's got good flavor. Like a stick of spearmint gum. sitting in your upper lip with the added bonus of some nicotine. They do have 7 milligrams. They have some 12 milligrams, or 9 or 12. I forget what size it is. And I think they're going to be coming out with 15 milligram pouches here pretty soon, according to their website. And they have wintergreen, spearmint, peppermint, and they're coming out with a natural flavor. Now, why you would want a natural, artificially flavored tobacco pouch? Well, you can just go out and get snus, which is real tobacco flavored, spit-free pouches. I don't know. But I guess you can pick these up at most any mini mart in America. And Swedish snus is still extremely hard to find here in the United States. General is the only brand sold in the United States. And unless you know what you're looking for, you can have a hard time finding it. There's only one place within 100 miles of me that sells it. And I'm pretty sure myself and maybe one other person are their only customers. Last time I was in there, they had a few of the naturals left. I bought my usual 1 wintergreen, 1 mint of General. I went back in there the other day to get a couple more, and the naturals were gone. So someone else is buying it. As long as we keep them, as long as me and whoever else is buying it, and we keep them stocking it, I'll be happy. But if you buy out my mint or my spearmint, whoever you are, we're going to have words, okay? Don't take it all. Yeah. I like General. It's not the greatest snus on the face of the planet, but it's the only one I can get locally, and it's really nice. Their mint and their wintergreens are pretty good. Back to Grizzly. Spearmint. I like spearmint. Spearmint gum is what this is reminding me of. This, like a piece of double mint spearmint gum. Sitting in there, I'm getting the flavor, getting my nicotine. Not bad at all. The peppermint was actually stronger in flavor, if I recall. The peppermint one, I haven't had one in a while. Maybe I'll pop one in later today just to remind myself. But if I remember correctly, that was a short, intense burst of peppermint, and then it died back and excuse me, had some nice flavor afterward. But this one here, kind of the same way, but the spearmint flavor, it's not as intense when it started out, and it seems to be holding pretty steady at about the same level. A little bit high when it first went in, then it tapered down, and it's kind of just holding steady ever since after the first minute or two. But yeah, if you're in a place where you can't have tobacco products, there you go. There's like a gazillion different nicotine pouches out there on the market. This was like $4, $4.25, something like that. Relatively inexpensive compared to a can of dip, especially a can of Grizzly dip. Grizzly in my area, you're talking $8 up for a can of Grizzly. Nicotine pouches, half the price. So, yeah. But like I said, some people say this is rebranded Velo pouches. I don't know. I haven't tried Velo. I might go out and buy Velo, a peppermint or a spearmint just to compare. If they're made by the same parent company, odds are they are. Grizzly's coming out with, or Grizzly has their snus out, which is essentially, from what I understand, it's a rebranded Camel snus. And now they've rebranded it again where it's Grizzly spit-free snus. I guess rednecks don't know what the word snus means, and they understand spit-free more than they understand the word snus. I don't know. I have, or in mini mart, yeah. I was in line, guy was buying, I want some snus. That's actually pronounced snus. Nah, snus. Who cares? Whatever, dude. Enjoy. Enjoy your tobacco. If it says spit-free, that probably rings true with more of the American market than snus. Nicotine pouches, everybody knows what they are. Anyway, this has been Grizzly. Nicotine pouches. So this is spearmint flavor. Nice spearmint flavor. Reminds me of a stick of gum. Except it's sitting in my upper lip and it's giving me some nicotine. Yeah. If you like spearmint and you like nicotine pouches, worth a try. If you don't like nicotine pouches, Move along. Move along. Nothing to see here. If you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. The subscription button is in that corner, I think. A little YouTube symbol. You can click on that and subscribe. At the end of the video, there'll be a couple of boxes showing up. One for subscribing, or one to go to the main channel for subscribing. The other one's just going to a random playlist of related product. I'll have Suit Tie Dip and Chew Guy up on the top. His videos are what inspired me to get into Dip and Chew. And then I got the wild hair to sit down and turn my phone on and start recording these. I also have a Patreon page going for if and when the day comes when YouTube clamps down on my channel because they're tobacco-related products and they don't like that. Stuff on Patreon is available for at least a week before it's available over here on YouTube. So if you want to see early release videos before they hit YouTube in general, go over to the Patreon page. It's free to sign up. I do have a paid thing on there. Don't bother with that right now. I don't really have a whole lot. There's a chat room over there if you want to ask questions or post pictures of stuff you find or what you're enjoying and dipping and chewing or smoking that day. Feel free to put it up there. If there's other guys online at the time, you can chat with them in real time. It's kind of a cool feature. So anyway, chat room, early release videos. I will be having some cigar and pipe tobacco reviews over there as well that will not be visible on YouTube. They'll only be over there on Patreon. And right now, everything's free. Won't cost you a dime. Anyway, this has been Mikey. This has been Grizzly Nicotine Pouches, spearmint flavor. Nice flavor. 7 milligrams nicotine. For those of you guys who like more, pop in a couple. Or look for the higher strength ones that they're coming out with. Anyway, this has been Mikey. This has been Grizzly Nicotine Pouches. I will catch you all later. Take care.